Is being implicated? My lord, we swore brotherhood.
I don't want to be your buddy. Will you marry me or not?
What about you, my lord? Do you really want to marry someone like me? Who's crude and reckless? And the leader of bandits?
On this auspicious day, a perfect match is made. The Prime Minister and the Minister are united in marriage.
The minister's daughter. So this is my wife I've never met. What a boring marriage.
He's here so soon. What a lecher. My father's taste is not good.
Mr. Li, someone is waiting outside.
My lady, wait a moment.
My husband, no rush. Perfect timing. Now I won't be delayed.
Mr. Li, I didn't mean to disturb your wedding, but something urgent has come up. A rich merchant from Xinluo is dead.
Well done.
Mr. Li, what do you mean?
I mean, the murder case is important. And I'm the new Deputy Minister of Justice, so I can't neglect it.
What about Madam?
She'll have to stay alone on our wedding night.
Someone help! There's been a robbery! The bride is missing! Help! The bride is missing!
Wide face, low cheekbones, thin lips and deep eye sockets. His forehead shows signs of being hit by a hard object. Thick calluses on his left hand, and sword wounds on his body, but none are fatal. Constable Zhao, what was going on?
Today, Park Day, the rich merchant from Xinluo was marrying here. Around 9 p.m. I was patrolling near here, and I heard fighting inside, so I rushed here with our men. I saw a masked bride trying to escape through the window. Stop! I've sealed the city gates and blocked all exits.
If the killer wants to escape, she has to take the main street. Let's go.
I just returned to Minister's mansion and now I have to marry. I don't even know what my husband looks like. Get married? That'll be punished by God. This is not good.
Mr. Li, I've looked into it. The bride came from another province. She's only known Park Day for a few days. They decided to marry so quickly, She must be up to something.
Did you get a clear look at her?
She was in her wedding dress and wearing a mask. That mask
looked like a four-eyed bird, with a gold base and red patterns, and tassels on both sides.
You're impressive, Mr. Li. It's as if you saw it yourself.
I did.
Mr. Li, it's her. I recognize that mask.
Take her away.
Don't move.
Where? Where am I? Who are you?
Ministry of Justice's prison. I am Li. I'm the Deputy Minister of Justice.
Ministry of Justice? Are you treating me like a criminal?
Yes. You're not quite a criminal yet. You robbed and murdered a merchant, and fled with your fear. You'll soon be dead.
I didn't kill anyone. I suggest you let me go immediately. Do you know who I am? If I tell you, you'll be scared to death.
Go ahead. See if you can scare me.
I am the daughter of the minister. And the daughter-in-law of the Prime Minister.
Isn't that...
My husband is the eldest son of the Prime Minister. He loves and cherishes me with all his heart and all his soul. If he knew you're insulting me like this, the entire Ministry of Justice would be in deep shit.
And do you have any proof that you're the minister's daughter? Or any proof that you're not involved in this case?
And do you have any proof I'm not the minister's daughter? Or any proof that I am involved in this murder?
I have proof. The killer was injured on the left shoulder by my sword. If you think you're innocent, let our maid examine you.
Mr. Li, how can you know if I'm hurt without checking yourself?
Get dressed.
Mr. Li, she has a weapon on her. You're still denying that you're not the killer.
This isn't a weapon. This is... for peeling fruit.
You carry a knife for peeling fruit? Are you kidding me?
She's right. It's for peeling fruit. Miss, I'm sorry for what I did. Someone, escort her out.
No need. I can find my own way out. Goodbye.
Mr. Li, well, she...
Where's the exit?
Mr. Li, we haven't confirmed her identity. You're just letting her go.
I can confirm her identity. She is indeed my new bride.
You're so full of yourself. That's just who I am. Slow down. Come on. Hello, boss. Come in. Earlier, if I hadn't laid there for you, you'd be a prisoner by now. Shh. Boss, it's me. Minnie?
According to the marriage contract, The minister's daughter is gentle and virtuous. She's good for a family. But from what I see, she's quite different from reality.
Mr. Li, Madam is missing. Last night, I was ordered to follow her, but when we reached West Street, she disappeared.
Trying to follow me? You're not even close.
Flowered fabric. It's high quality. Take a look. Look at this silk.
Zhao, you definitely fell into her trap. The fabric shops on West Street have been busy lately, and they stay open late. She must have noticed she was being followed, so she tricked you with a distraction.
Then where did she go? Did she leave the city? Should we go after her?
Leave the city? So ridiculous. Mr. Li would never think that we're right under his nose.
East of West Street is the Drum Tower. It's too exposed to hide here. North is the moat, even more obvious. If she wanted to hide, it must be in the residences behind the market on South Street. It's not far from the Ministry of Justice. She really has some guts.
Mr. Li, do you really think she's the killer masked bride?
She isn't, but the knot on that mask was definitely tied by her.
The killer was injured on the left shoulder by my sword.
She must be close to the killer. We need to find her to find the killer.
What happened at Courier Hostel last night? After the wedding, I took advantage of Park Day's drinking to take some valuables and leave. But suddenly, he burst in on me and tried to force himself on me. Honey, no rush.
Rush? Why not? Wait for me. My wife! Come on!
But I'm sure he was still alive when I passed out. Then I woke up to the sound of fighting. Park Day was already dead, and the soldiers were closing in. If you hadn't stepped in, I wouldn't have escaped. The killer murdered Park Day, but let you go. He clearly trying to frame you. It seems I'll have to go to the Ministry of Justice to meet Mr. Li myself.
So last night you let Madam go on purpose. You want to lure her out?
I was just suspicious, but not certain. In any case, finding her is the key to catching the killer.
Why not go directly to the minister's mansion to ask for her? Maybe Minister Luo knows something.
I have no evidence. If I wrongfully accuse her, her whole family could be implicated.
I thought you were smitten at first sight and couldn't forget her. Well, I will take the portrait to catch the suspect.
Mr. Li! He's coming!
What do you mean?
Someone barged in with a recommendation letter. He beat the living daylights out of our men.
Who dares cause trouble here?
They're just not skilled enough and dare to stop me from seeing Mr. Li.
Who are you?
Luo Chen, recommended by the Ministry of Rites.
She even got a recommendation letter. But she didn't think I wouldn't recognize her. If she changed into men's clothes, did she?
Isn't this newcomer to the residence?
I'm the minister's daughter. It was a piece of cake to get a recommendation letter.
Luo Chen, right? Tell me, what are you here for?
I've been ordered to assist the Ministry of Justice in investigating Park Dae's murder.
Assisting in the investigation? Isn't that a bit too obvious?
The deceased had a wide face, low cheekbones, thin lips and deep-set eyes. A hard object hit his forehead, thick calluses on his left hand, sword wounds on the body, but none were fatal.
So, Constable Luo, where's the fatal wound?
The body's been dead for a while, yet there's no stench, but a fragrance instead. Quite odd.
Maybe he frequented the brothels and picked up the scent of powder.
It's not powder. Is that...
Madam is so cruel to the body. Your life with her will be tough.
Shut up.
Stop looking. You won't find anything.
Found it.
This is...
Datura poison?
I've heard there's a poison in Xinluo. When its needles penetrate the body, it doesn't appear to be poisonous, but it's deadly.
Besides, it causes hallucinations and forces people to speak the truth.
How can we prove that Park Dae was killed by these needles?
Bring water. We will see. If someone is poisoned by its needles, soak his body in warm water for a few moments, then the poison will appear. The scent causes hallucinations. Don't get close. Mingli.
The Deputy Minister of Justice will be mine sooner or later.
What a handsome man. Are you interested in joining the Blank Sect?
Blank sect?
Let's go. Let's go. Honey? Honey.
This is an illusion. I must get out of here.
Prime Minister's son? He's just a fool. I won't marry him. Poison!
You're awake.
Mr. Li, why are you here?
You were poisoned by Datura and fell into an illusion. I brought you back.
Poisoned? Illusion? Then you must have heard.
Mr. Luo, is there something you can't let me hear?
My purpose in the Ministry of Justice is not to investigate the case, but rather...
But what?
It's because it has little work and high pay.
What am I expecting?
Mr. Li? Now that we've identified the cause of Park Dae's death, should we go after the poisoner? In my opinion, the bride isn't the killer at all.
How can you be sure she isn't the killer?
She doesn't have the skill for that.
Are you very familiar with her? How do you know she lacks the skill?
What I mean is, if you believe she was the killer, you'd have already set up a trap to catch her, instead of standing here listening to me.
Mr. Luo, you seem to know me well.
Of course. Mr. Li, I believe that you are sharp, just, and impartial.
My lady, if you trust me, why hide anything?
I've looked into the Datura poison, but found no clues. As for the blank sect madam mentioned in the illusion, I've found it. It's for marriage scamming. Their base is on the street behind the main gate.
Marriage scamming? Is that why you're hiding it? This is the reason?
I've had the area around the blank sect secured. We're waiting for you to order the raid.
Zhao,
Yes.
do your job well. The Deputy Minister of Justice will soon be yours.
Not at all. Mr. Li, I wouldn't dare think that.
You wouldn't dare think that, but you just said it. Datura poison reveals what's truly in your heart. What you saw is what you desire most.
So, what did you see in the illusion? And what did you do?
I, of course, did what I had to do. Zhao,
Yes.
spread the word. Tomorrow morning, we'll raid the blank sect.
Yes.
My lady, see you tomorrow. I hope you still trust me. Mr. Luo, this is where the killer is hiding. According to the Ministry of Justice's intel, the masked bride is hiding in the blank sect. It scams people through marriage. They do anything to get what they want. This time, I'm taking them down in one swoop. Open the door. It really is the blank sect.
Let's go.
Yes.
Zhao, spread the word. Tomorrow morning we'll raid the blank sect.
Yes.
Mr. Li is really something. Boss ordered, on alert. Yes! Mr. Li, that bride is nothing to worry about. We should be looking for the poisoner instead.
Mr. Luo, we haven't caught her. Are you pleased with that?
I'm just concerned. You might be going in the wrong direction. If you catch the wrong person, you'll mess up the case.
How do you know I'm going in the wrong direction? And how are you so sure I'll catch the wrong person? Could it be that you, Mr. Luo, know something I don't?
If this continues, we'll be caught red-handed.
Is that you know something I don't?
If this continues, we'll be caught red-handed. Step aside.
What are you doing?
Mr. Li, this is the love tree. It said the love tree can't be touched recklessly. If you anger the love deity, you'll never find your destined one.
Nonsense.
Forgive us, love deity. Forgive us, please.
My lady, you're so devout. Could it be you're praying for a match with me?
Mr. Li, since you're here, why not make a wish for a match?
I don't need it.
Come on, you're here. Just make one wish. Write down your birth details. I'll throw it up.
No need. My birth details are on the marriage contract. If she sees it, I won't be able to hide my identity as her husband.
Mr. Li, the love tree is very effective. Maybe, if you write a wish today, you might marry your wife tomorrow. Try it. Come on, give it a try.
I'll write it myself. Mr. Luo, take a good look. These are my birth details.
Mr. Li, what beautiful writing! It said, the higher the wish is hung, the sooner your destined one will appear. Here you go. Mr. Li.
I'll do it with you. 1, 2. It seems she has never taken the wedding seriously. She doesn't even know my name.
Mr. Li, I've confirmed the information on the blank sect. Here's the name list. Madam isn't just part of the blank sect. She's their leader.
Well, she is quite capable.
Mr. Li, since we've noticed the flaw, why not arrest them all at once?
Without solid evidence, I don't want to alert them. Just have someone keep an eye on them.
I thought the just and impartial Mr. Li had fallen for her and was showing her mercy.
I've been investigating cases for years. I can usually read people easily, but I can never figure out her thoughts. I need more time to understand what she really wants. Please assign her some tasks, so she doesn't get suspicious.
Yes. What should I assign? What can I assign? What dare I assign, Mr. Li? Don't set me up like this, please.
Stop whining. If you don't handle this well, you can forget about aiming for my position.
Mr. Li!
Mr. Zhao, this tough task you mentioned, is just this? Eating, drinking, playing, and having fun?
These are Mr. Li's daily necessities. As a newcomer, if you don't try it out for him, how will you know if he's satisfied? And if they fit or suit him? Bring these pastries to him. He must be hungry by now.
Yes. The Ministry of Justice is so leisurely. No wonder they can't solve the case. Well, Mr. Li isn't up to it. There's such a cute kitten here. What's its name?
It wandered into here a few days ago. It hasn't got a name yet. But, since it's been freeloading off me, without revealing its true intentions, just call it Little Liar.
How could you name it that? Mr. Li, with such clumsy words, you'll never win a girl's heart.
I already have a wife. I don't need to win anyone else's heart.
You have a wife? What kind of person is she?
My wife is bold, courageous, and clever. I love and cherish her with all my heart and all my soul.
放在心头爱着。
You are truly a perfect couple.
Mr. Luo, do you have someone you fancy?
My family arranged a marriage for me, but I ran away. I've struggled to survive in the martial world since I was young. It wasn't easy. I couldn't make my own decisions. But I'll decide who I want to marry in the future. He must love me, trust me, and stand by me, no matter what I choose.
He will.
就让流萤吹碎我的执念到你眼眉，任由残余昼夜翻涌视线轮回，踏入烟火。
Honey, I'll find out the truth for you, so you can live more freely.
Mr. Li, Why did you bring me here so early?
To find evidence. The killer used a hallucinogenic poison. Maybe Park Dae had something on him. Don't you also believe the real killer is someone else? Come with me and see if there are any clues.
Mr. Li, you believe me?
Of course. I'm not wrong about people.
The scene is quite clean. No traces left behind.
It's just quite clean. I found it.
What is it? Astragalus.
But this is white astragalus. Park Dae was a well-known herbalist. He wouldn't confuse white astragalus with astragalus. So the only explanation is...
Someone came to this room. He was looking for something.
Exactly.
If the bride was the killer, she would have just fled after the murder. But the real killer? He... Mr. Li, what's wrong? Mr. Li, what are you...
Shh.
Doing?
Be quiet.
This knife.
Oh,
An old friend left it for peeling fruit. Mr. Luo, if not for your slap, it would have gone straight into his chest.
Your Highness, I've been ambushing the courier hostel for days. Nothing unusual was detected, but Mr. Li is investigating again today. I'm afraid it could cause unexpected changes.
Mr. Li? Since he's investigating, let's give him a hand.
How did His Highness know about the masked bride? And order the destruction of blank sect within 3 days?
Is it possible? Someone leaked the information?
Unlikely. It's more like he knew all along.
How about we confront Madam directly?
It's my knife. Yet he claims it's for peeling fruit from an old friend. Could he be hinting at something? I'd like to see what he's up to. Seal the city gates tomorrow. Arrest the key members of Blank Sect. Wait. It's going too smoothly.
An old friend left it for peeling fruit. We haven't caught her. Are you pleased with that? Is that you know something that I don't? Since it's been freeloading off me, without revealing its true intentions. Just call it Little Liar. Blank sect scams people through marriage. They do anything to get what they want. This time, I'm taking them down in one swoop.
Something's off.
Mr. Luo, it's the middle of the night. You're leaving the city?
Mr. Zhao patrolling so late? You work hard. Mr. Li asked me to fetch some items outside the city.
Shopping? I didn't hear Mr. Li mention that.
It was his order. I wouldn't dare disobey. How about you let me through? I'll be back as soon as I can.
If there's nothing in there, then why not open it? It really is empty.
Too smooth. Something's off. Minnie, lead our sisters out through the East Drum Tower. Let's split up. Go! Satisfied now, Mr. Zhao? Can I leave now?
You're the leader of Blank Sect. How could you abandon your men and fleeing alone?
Mr. Li, what leader of Blank Sect? I don't even know this miss.
If you don't know her, I'll execute her on the spot. You won't object, will you? You've finally shown your hand. Still won't admit it?
Mr. Li, today, either you let us go, or let's all die.
Still won't admit it?
Mr. Li, today, either you let us go, or let's all die.
Are you sure you can hurt me?
Bastard! Boss!
Don't move.
Don't move. I mean, don't get hurt.
Spread the word. The suspect in the murder of the merchant, the masked bride, has been captured. She'll reveal the true culprit.
Yes.
Honey, I'm sorry.
Boss!
Take her away.
Yes, let's go.
The masked bride will reveal the real killer? You mean she wasn't unconscious that day? She saw me?
That's what Mr. Li said.
Better to kill by mistake than to let one escape.
Yes.
Mr. Li. Bastard! Boss, you're awake. Minnie? Let me take a look. Are you hurt? Did the bastard Mr. Li torture you? What about the other sisters? Don't worry, boss. I've distracted the soldiers. They should be out of the city by now. As for Mr. Li, he didn't torture me. In fact, look. He even served us with good food and drink? What the hell does he want? First, he sets us up and captures us. Then announces it to the world, and now he's treating us like guests. Is he crazy? Who knows? Maybe he has other plans? I think he's a good person. This isn't imprisonment. It's more like a vacation. Listen. Don't be swayed by these small favors. He is just a sly and devious official.
What?
Mr. Li, should we tell Madam our plan? So she won't misunderstand you.
No rush. Tonight, all will be revealed. Take this to her. She likes sweets. By the way, it's windy at night. Bring a few more blankets.
You two are so troublesome.
You don't know shit.
Time to eat.
Boss, I didn't expect it to go so smoothly. I still feel something's off. Don't worry. They have no evidence right now, so they can't do anything but keep us here. Who are you?
The one to kill you.
You did take the bait after all. Who sent you? Why did you kill Park Day? Confess.
The Prince South is here.
Your Highness?
Mr. Li, it's been a while. How have you been?
Greetings, Your Highness.
Mr. Li, I heard you've captured the blank sect member. I'm here to oversee the case.
Your Highness, there are still many unresolved issues.
What issues? They're just bandits and assassins. Mr. Li, it's a small matter. You can't handle it?
It seems His Highness came prepared.
She is the assassin, right?
Your Highness.
Now what? She's not the killer? Or not from blank sect? Who can testify for her? Mr. Li, you'd better think it over before you speak. Guards! Arrest her!
Your Highness. She's my wife. I can testify for her. On the night of the crime, she was in our bridal chamber.
His wife? Mr. Li is my husband?
The masked bride pretended to marry the merchant and took the opportunity to kill and rob him. Do you confess?
No, we don't.
Mrs. Li, considering you're the minister's daughter and Mr. Li's wife, if you hand over the criminal, I can ensure your safety.
Your Highness, Minnie is innocent. I'll take the blame if Blank Sect is guilty. I won't sacrifice her. Boss.
You're so brave. Mr. Li, if your wife insists on doing this, today, I'll punish the Blank Sect for their marriage scam.
Your Highness. Let me handle the trial. Minnie is in charge of operations, orphaned at a young age, and pursued by enemies. Lan is in charge of communications. Sold to a big family at 15, and suffered long-term abuse. Wu is in charge of intelligence gathering, Sold to a brothel as a child. She once...
Mr. Li. That's enough.
Luo Wan Wan. Lost her father at a young age, and was In the future, no matter how heavy the burden, I'll always stand by your side and face it together with you.
Mr. Li, are you going to abuse your power?
In Park Dae's case, you know very well there are many suspicious points. Please give me some time to investigate it thoroughly and prove that Blank Sect is not involved.
What if I insist on convicting Blank Sect?
I will go to the palace and report the case to clear the innocent and bring the guilty to justice.
You've got some nerve. Do you think I wouldn't dare to act against you? Guards! Arrest everyone from the Ministry of Justice.
No one can touch Mr. Li.
If you move again, I'll execute you right here and now.
Killing without reason. Do you really think the law doesn't matter?
Fine. I'll let you know why you're dying. I'll ask for an imperial decree. You'll be executed in public tomorrow. Imprison Mr. Li and his wife separately. No one is allowed near them. Mr. Li, there are many things that you should carefully think over in prison, and that decide what you should do.
It seems the assassin is one of His Highness's secret guards. It's just the death of a merchant. Why would His Highness go to such lengths? Merchant from Xinluo? Park Dae didn't look like come from Xinluo. The calluses on his left hand came from years of swordsmanship. This matches the secret guards who are skilled in left-handed swordsmanship. So Park Dae was His Highness's man.
Mr. Li, why are you still tasting tea?
Have a taste. See if it's the same as what I usually drink. It seems our Ministry of Justice has never mistreated prisoners.
Mr. Li, don't you think of a way to get out? How about asking the Prime Minister for help? Or send a message to the Emperor? We can't just sit here waiting for death.
I find this place quite pleasant.
Mr. Li is my husband. When did he figure out my identity? Why is he willing to stand by my side? Boss, in a crisis like this, shouldn't we be thinking about more important things? For example, how do we escape? The Prince South has heavily surrounded here. We two can't even get out the door.
Fire! Help! Fire!
Boss? Boss, are you okay? Are you alright? Why do you all get back? How did you get in? Boss, I barely managed to get them away. Let's go. Yes, let's go quickly. Wait. I have to do something. Let's go and get ready. Mr. Li! Mr. Li!
It is, madam? As expected, she led them into the Ministry of Justice smoothly. It was a trap set by the Prince South.
Mr. Li, just now, you said I couldn't kill without evidence. Now this murder and jailbreak are evidence enough.
Your Highness, it's all my fault. Please let them go. And imprison me.
Let them go? Today in the Ministry of Justice, no one can leave here alive.
Don't talk nonsense. Kill them. Sisters, fight!
Show me, Mr. Li.
此间江湖多纷扰，都是财富之比较。替身策马空留背影萧萧，长征一出鞘，应是明月当空照，未曾提前不摇摇。天地间凡尘世尽数知晓，山高水迢，不及你围绕。
Mr. Li, how dare you disrespect me?
Don't move!
Your Highness, I have something to report. Please move to the inner hall.
Why should I listen to your nonsense?
Park Day was Your Highness's man, right?
How did you know?
First, the physical features. Park doesn't have a broad face and thick lips like Shinlo people, and his left hand has thick calluses. At first I wasn't sure. But when Your Highness sent your secret guard to silence them, I realized that all your secret guards use their left hands to wield swords. So I connected the dots.
So, this was all your plan. What else do you know?
Park's courier hostel was searched, so I guessed he might have been carrying out a task assigned by Your Highness.
That's right. He was one of my secret guards, and my spy in Shinlo.
A spy?
Park was a retainer of my secret guard. He later infiltrated Jinluo and entered its capital as a medicine merchant. He gathered information for me. On the day of the wedding, I had arranged to meet with him. He would hand me a list of Shinluo's spies. But when I entered the bridal chamber, he had been poisoned with something strange. He went mad and tried to kill me. I had no choice but to protect myself. Later, the poison took his life. I searched everywhere, but I couldn't find that list of spies. But Park's death had nothing to do with me. If his identity were exposed, it could cause trouble in the court. Mr. Li, you should know what to do to handle this best.
I can protect your highness and retrieve the list to bring the real culprit to justice.
Mr. Li, did you really make a promise in front of His Highness? We only have 10 days. Where are we supposed to find the list?
How about this? I'll go and frame Miss Minnie right now. Be a real corrupt official. What do you think?
Well, let's stick with the promise.
Zhao Mingli, you...
What I mean is, your intentions are very good, so Madam will surely be moved.
Madam... I still don't know what is truly in her heart.
Mr. Li?
What are you...
I'm taking you somewhere. Everyone, today we have a new member, Li Yi Chen, the Deputy Minister of Justice. Mr. Li has done a great service for Blank Sect. I always repay my debts. Mr. Li, do you agree to join Blank Sect? With heaven above and earth below, I ally with Mr. Li at the Blank Sect. From now on, we'll share blessings and face hardships together. Share blessings and face hardships together. Here's to you. Your turn. Not used to it? Fine. I'll drink for you. Sworn in blood and sealed with a shattered bowl. From now on, Mr. Li, you'll be our black whirlwind and our sister. Brother. Haha, sister. We're all brothers.
Do you really want me to join Blank Sect?
A gentleman never goes back on his word.
If you want me to join Blank Sect, I have one condition.
Hold on. What? You became sworn brothers and made him the leader of Blank Sect. I just wanted to repay a debt, but he insisted on being the leader. Well, men always have damned competitive spirit, so I let him have it. A couple becomes brothers. Officials become bandits. That's crazy. Come on. Boss, why didn't you ask him if he wanted to be your sworn brothers? Why wouldn't he? He got to be the leader for free. He should be thrilled. Some people really don't get it.
Miss Minnie! Miss Minnie,
Mr. Zhao,
Madam, why are you here?
is it strange that I'm here? It's strange you're here, isn't it? What are you doing here?
I noticed Miss Minnie hasn't recovered from her old injuries and now has new ones, so I brought her some medicine.
Blank sect has all the medicine we need. We don't need it. Thanks, Mr. Zhao. What's going on? The knife wound is on my back. It's hard for me to apply medicine. Thanks for your help.
It's my pleasure.
Stop! Don't go too far, you two. I won't allow it. Boss, why are you still here? Minnie.
Oh, madam. Mr. Li just said he'll reorganize Blank Sect today. Do you want to go?
What? Why didn't you say earlier?
Let me apply it for you.
I'm so exhausted. What's this about?
Boss, please. You can hit me or yell at me. Just don't make me be a constable anymore. Boss, we wake up earlier than chickens and sleep later than dogs. We guard the city gates in the scorching heat and patrolling all day long. When have we ever suffered like this?
I'll talk to Li Yi Chen.
Buddies, move everything into that room. Hurry!
Is this your box?
Sir,
Why is it here?
Wife.
you've struck it rich?
These are all took from the Blank Sect.
Blank sect? Our stuff?
My money? Sir, you're a royal official. How can you rob us?
What's going on here?
Didn't you entrust the Blank Sect to me? Are you regretting it now? Since I'm in charge of the Blank Sect, these ill-gotten gains should be returned to their rightful owners.
These aren't ill-gotten. These are all my hard-earned money. These are all my life. My money. My money.
From today, people of the Blank Sect officially join the Ministry of Justice. I wish you peace and joy in the days to come. Go get to work.
Here we go again.
As for you, wife, you'll come with me to the courier hostel to handle a case.
Get up.
Come drink with us.
Where?
Mr. Li is asking you a question. What do you know about Park Day?
Mr. Li? Who's Mr. Li? Have you heard of any?
No.
How about you?
Never heard. No idea.
Have you guys heard?
No.
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 Let's just drink.
Keep drinking.
Come on.
Sir,
Sir, let me. People from Xinluo are really strong. Buddy, this one's for you.
All right. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Come. 15, 20, 10.
15!
15, 20.
15!
Drink up. Be fast. Don't stop, buddy. I'll down this pot.
Good.
Drink one. Good drinker. A toast to you. Today, everyone feel free to drink. Eat all you want. Drink! You all have to drink too. Not one less. Come on. Fill it up.
sir, Madam sure knows how to do it. We should get something out of them soon.
People from Xinluo are so forthright. Buddy, why don't you tell me about Park Day?
Drink a few more? Then I'll tell you. Come, another one.
I'll drink with you till the end.
Sit down.
What are you doing?
What's up?
Don't move. Sit down.
Let's drink some more.
Want to fight?
Wait!
Don't move!
Take them all back to the Ministry of Justice.
Let go of me! Sir. Sir. Sir, I was helping you.
I don't need your help.
What's with the attitude? You get to reform the blank sect, yet I can't help you solve cases? Sir, we're sworn buddies. We should share burdens.
Who wants to be your buddy? You're my wife.
Sir, what are you saying?
Didn't you hear me? Then I'll say it again.
This man... he looks all proper usually. Didn't expect he'd be quite unrestrained. But... Boss! Bad news, Minister Luo is here. Seems he's heard about the blank sect, angrily coming to you. Dad.
Luo Wan Wan! All the deeds you've done outside have spread. You've really put me in a tough spot. They say there's a demon. That comes from my mansion.
Dad. What brings you here? How's your health?
Luo Wan Wan, all the deeds you've done outside have spread. You've really put me in a tough spot.
So, what are they saying outside?
They say there's a demon. That comes from my mansion. Ruthless and oppressive. A cold-blooded killer.
I'm not that scary.
And you're laughing? You're coming home with me now. To reflect yourself. Let's go.
Father-in-law.
Yi Chen? My dear son-in-law, you're truly distinguished and extraordinary. Imposing and formidable indeed. This marriage was meant to be good. It's my fault. I failed to raise her well. Don't worry, I will take her home. And she will learn to obey and follow virtues. And soon, she'll be a wise and obedient lady.
Father-in-law, I am well aware of everything about her. As my wife, she doesn't need to be obedient, nor excessively wise, nor does she need to focus on me. She should live as she wishes.
Yi Chen, do I need your approval? When I educate my own daughter?
When she was destitute and wandering, you did nothing. When she refused to marry, you did nothing. Now you want to assert your authority as a father. Do you really think you have the right? Please feel free. My wife and I are busy now.
Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie. It's fresh out of the oven. Try some.
Thank you.
Hold on. There are many new foods at the market lately. If you like, tell me, and I'll buy them for you. Your wound has healed, but you still need to recuperate. Minnie? What's wrong? Did I do something wrong? It tastes not right? I'll buy you fresh ones.
Zhao. It's the first time someone peels chestnuts for me.
If you like them, I'll peel for you whenever you want it. And I can cook, mend clothes and knit. From now on, you'll never have to endure days of hunger and cold again.
Zhao. What are you doing?
Madam, what brings you here?
Right. I shouldn't be here. Disturbing you two, should I? It's not that. All right, just joking. Where is he?
Well, he went to handle the case.
The case? Where did he go?
Maybe he went to the courier hostel, or to places Park Day had visited.
Places Park Day had visited? Zhao, just tell the truth. Where did he go?
Flower brothel to see the courtesan.
Flower brothel? The courtesan? Boss?
Madam!
This gentleman, you look unfamiliar. Is this your first time here? Oh, an official, huh? Then I must take good care of you.
Miss Liu, do you know Park Day?
Those who come here are either officials or wealthy big shots. I wonder who you're talking about.
Have you been feeling unwell lately?
You seem quite compassionate.
The scent of medicine on you is the unique ginseng, a tribute from Luo, not sold in the capital. How did you come by it?
Maybe given by a patron. Or other girls? I can't remember.
Miss, you better think through. Park Dae was murdered, and the list in your hands could cost you your life. You really don't know?
I said what I meant. I really don't know. Do you want me to strip and prove to you?
How dare you strip? Shameless, despicable.
Since I can find this place, so can Park Dae's murderer. You're smart. You should be clear. Cooperating with the authorities is your way out.
Since you care so much about me, why not? Do me a favor? Since you care so much about me, why not do me a favor?
Wife, what are you doing here?
Shouldn't I be asking you that? What are you doing here?
I'm obviously here on the case. Or did you think I was here to flirt?
Well, it sure looks like it.
Wife, seeing you so worked up, I might think you're jealous. After Park Dae's death, the list of Luo spies he had vanished. His Highness has been looking for it, to no avail. I assume Park Dae had already moved the list.
Then how do you know the list is on her?
It's those Luo people who said it. Those Luo businessmen are all glib talkers. Not a single truth do they tell. I can only arrest them and torture them. Under extreme torture, they have no choice but to talk.
Extreme. Torture?
That's what they get for their frivolous behavior.
Drink a few more, then I'll tell you. Come, another one.
I should have gouged out their eyes, chopped off their hands.
Well, did she tell her relationship with Park Dae?
No. This Liu Chengying, she probably knew I was coming. She prepared in advance. She's deliberately hiding the truth. It won't be easy to get anything out of her.
Well, if your methods don't work, might as well try my way.
Help! 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 Help!
Keep it down. Listen.
What's that sound?
Tell me, how many hours will it take?
You're a government official. How can you be so ruthless? Harming the innocent?
Look at yourself, are you hurt?
You're despicable.
Miss Liu, My apologies. Wife, please watch her for me. I'll go to her room to find the list.
Oh no.
Don't go!
Li Yi Chen.
The weapon used on him is coated with strong poison. I've already administered an antidote. Tonight, he need to be well cared for. Only if he survives this night, will he be out of danger.
Li Yi Chen, listen to me. You must pull through. Do you hear me?
1, 2.
Li Yi Chen, can you hear me? If you don't make it, I'll never forgive you in my lifetime. Did you hear that?
After last night's incident, I immediately sealed off the scene and carefully checked everyone present. Nothing suspicious turned up. Who on earth could this killer be? We had just found Liu Chengying, and then they came right after to silence her. Also, to injure you and kill Miss Liu in such a short time. They're truly unfathomable.
It seems the killer is someone close to us.
Someone close to us? How can you tell?
They know our movements very well, and is clearly familiar with my fighting techniques. First, they threw darts to disrupt my vision. More importantly, they deliberately snuffed out the candle. Maybe they were afraid I'd recognize their figure or martial arts.
Do you have any suspects in mind, sir?
Only a few knew I was at Flower Brothel yesterday to investigate the case.
Your Highness?
This is the list from Park Day. After you read it, destroy it immediately. Notify everyone to hide their identities. We must not let Li Yi Chen find out.
Your Highness, this list is a fake.
What? Fake?
It's all the members of the royal family. Some of them have long retired. Outsiders wouldn't notice. I guess someone wants to switch things up and has other plans.
And another strange thing. This morning, while investigating at Flower Brothel, many girls reported thefts, especially the items in Miss Liu's room, completely ransacked. I wonder, why would a killer also resort to theft?
A thief? How could it be so coincidental? What kind of thief would be so familiar with Miss Liu's property and choose such a time to strike? Could it be... Let's go. Let's go back.
Yes. Sir, we've checked Miss Liu's body several times already. Nothing unusual was found.
A classic trick of misdirection. It seems Miss Liu was well prepared. Just as I suspected, the real Liu Chengying isn't dead at all.
Miss, everything's here. I've taken all the valuable things from Flower Brothel. They were so snide towards you. They deserve it.
Clever.
Miss, what exactly happened? How did you manage to escape?
It was a substitute prepared by Mr. Park. That night, when Miss Luo ran out, I switched places with her.
Luckily, you were so alert. Mr. Park really had foresight. He treated you well, too.
It's a pity. He just had a short life.
But now, miss, what do we do? Where should we escape to?
Escape? Why should we escape?
We may face danger!
I haven't gotten what I wanted yet. How can I leave so easily?
But is there anything more important than your life, miss?
Delia, there's always a way out in a desperate situation. We've been sold to the brothel since we were young, never lived a day of luxury. Right now, this is our only chance to turn things around.
miss. But it's really dangerous.
Besides, if they haven't discovered my fake death, it would be safe outside. But if they find out about my ruse, it will be dangerous outside. Escape won't help. The most dangerous place is the safest. Celia, you go back to Flower Brothel first. We'll watch and wait.
Okay.
Sir, I've already tightened the defenses at the city gate. She definitely can't escape.
No. She won't escape. If she wanted to, she had plenty of chances after Park Day was killed. There must be a reason she has to stay in the capital. Constable Zhao.
Here.
Send some people to search the city. She won't get far.
Yes.
Li Yi Chen. Where have you been? I've been looking for you all day. How's the wound? Is it still bleeding? Are you feeling unwell? Are you still having a fever? If you run around again, I'll really be mad at you.
I'm fine.
Really?
I wonder if Constable Zhao is okay.
Oh, I was too anxious. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Wife, you came just in time. I just needed to talk to you.
What is it?
Tomorrow night, prepare yourself and go to the Flower Brothel. And then...
These are the new fabric. The best-selling pastries, the latest rouge in the whole capital, and the most famous jewelry. Do you like them?
These must have cost a lot, right?
Not really. Just cost my salary of 2 or 3 years.
Then I can't accept it. It's too expensive.
Minnie, I know Mr. Li took all your blank sect belongings and returned them. I'm afraid you might not be used to living at the Ministry of Justice. So I got these for you.
Zhao.
I didn't know what to buy, so I just picked whatever is popular in the capital now. What other wives have, my Minnie should also have.
Zhao, you say... I'm your wife?
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
It's not an offense if it's sincere. I'm just afraid I'm not worth such treatment from you.
You're definitely worth it, if you don't mind. I, Zhao Mingli, I'm willing to love you and protect you for a lifetime.
Zhao Mingli, that guy, usually won't even treat for a drink. But he's generous to you. He's a bit silly, but a good person. Feelings are different from business. If you've decided, treat him well. Finding someone who understands and cares for you isn't easy. Oh, help me get a set of clothes for Courtesan. Boss, it's so late, I need to take care of something. For my dear one. Take care of something? Oh no! People from Ministry of Justice have captured Miss Liu.
What nonsense are you saying? Miss Liu has long been dead? Who are you?
I'm Wan. A new girl at the Flower Brothel. My patron tonight is also from the Ministry of Justice. Earlier, he drank too much and misspoke. He said that the one who died wasn't Miss Liu.
Why are you telling me this?
When I first came to the Flower Brothel, I was helped by Miss Liu. I know, you're on her side. I'm worried you'll get involved, so I came to inform you.
It's okay. I don't know much about Miss Lu's matters either.
That's good. That's good. Impressive, husband. You've never missed in reading people.
Let's go, follow her.
Miss, I heard the Ministry of Justice has captured you. I'm unsure if it's true, so I rushed over.
Oh no, it's a trap. Let's go, quickly.
All right.
Celia?
Where's the list?
What list? I don't know.
If you refuse to speak, then never speak again.
Who are you? Why do you keep pressing her?
Li Yi Chen. Husband! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
That damn thief. I must tear them to pieces.
Wife, don't chase. Wife. If that thief is someone we know, what then?
Li Yi Chen. Li Yi Chen. Li Yi Chen, you stop right there. Why would you suspect Minnie?
I'm not suspecting. I'm certain. Yesterday at the flower brothel, today at the farmhouse. How does the thief know our actions so well? Always one step ahead. Don't you have doubts?
It can't be her. She has followed me for years. She can't be the murderer.
Wife, come back with me and see for yourself.
Boss? Sir, why are you back?
Wife, look closely. Is this the place where my sword injured?
Minnie? What are you doing? Let go of me.
Speak. Who are you really? Why are you stealing the list?
What list? It's none of my business. Boss, you don't believe me either?
Minnie, I brought the medicine.
You're hurting me!
You all...
Mr. Li suspects me of stealing the list and killing people to silence them.
Sir, what's wrong with you? Are you really gonna make rash conclusions?
Fine. Then Miss Minnie, can you show us if this is injured by my sword?
Minnie, let's not bother with him.
Since even my boss doesn't believe, I'll show you. Minnie, what happened to your hand?
She was worried about your health, and specially made soup for you. That's why she scalded her hand.
Minnie, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have doubted you.
Madam, it's not your fault.
What do you mean? My suspicion was not without reason.
Then, Mr. Li, what exact evidence do you have? Let's go back. I'll bandage it for you, so it doesn't get infected.
Yeah. Let's go.
One is blinded by sisterhood. Another is blinded by love. How could I be an unreasonable official?
Sir,
It's you? Miss Liu, this is the Prime Minister's villa. No one else will know. You can rest here peacefully.
thank you for taking me in.
Since you've already escaped, why come back to find me?
Celia is already dead. I was just lucky to escape. Where could I go?
Miss Celia was loyal, and she protected you. I will give her a proper burial.
Thank you, sir.
But about the list. Please be honest with me, Miss Liu.
Mr. Park mentioned. The list contains names of influential people in the court. Those coming for the list mostly have ulterior motives. At the farmhouse before, I've already known you are not involved in the list. I am willing to give the list to you.
Where is the list now?
No rush, sir. I'm alone and helpless. The list is my only bargaining chip.
What do you want?
To be Prince South's main consort.
Miss Liu, you're dreaming. How could...
Why not convey my request? To Prince South? Mr. Park died for Prince South. This list is crucial for him to ascend to power. My request isn't too far-fetched, is it? Please relay to His Highness Prince South that the day of the wedding is when I will hand over the list.
Nonsense! Who does she think she is to threaten me? Why doesn't she say she wants to be the Empress?
Your Highness.
Mr. Li, this is your investigation? You even bargained with my marriage. What crime should you bear?
Your Highness, please calm down. Liu Chengying is safely settled by me. She won't be in any danger for now. As for her request, we can deliberate.
You better have a plan. Using my marriage as a bargaining chip, how bold you are.
Miss Liu just wants some benefits for herself. Your Highness can promise her wealth and glory.
Take me to whatever request, I'll negotiate myself.
Your Highness, don't rush. We not only need to retrieve the list, but also capture those behind it all.
Minnie, be extra careful from now on, okay?
Okay.
Still hurt? From now on, let me handle such tasks.
Mr. Li, there are so many women in the Ministry of Justice.
Everyone! Even though we work for the Ministry of Justice, we shouldn't follow those outdated rules.
She seems to be talking about you.
Not everyone in a constable's uniform is an upright official. Nor can someone with a sword at their waist decide life and death arbitrarily.
She is definitely talking about you.
Since we receive salary from here, we should set an example. This Park Day case is our chance to prove our skills. Inform all departments to arrest the real culprit with full force.
Understood.
Mr. Li, if you want to solve this case, you should also manage your spouse well.
Wife, I want to talk.
Minnie, you go with Constable Zhao and thoroughly interrogate those Xinluo people. Chunlan Xiaozu, you search the entire capital to capture Liu Chengying.
Yes.
Don't go.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Zhao Mingli.
Zhao Mingli, let's go.
Wife.
Your Highness, leave this case to me. I promise to handle it for you. Boss, we've used beauty tricks and threats, but those Xinluo people know nothing.
And Liu Chengying, in this vast capital, there's no trace of her.
She almost lost her life. How would she dare to show up again?
Keep looking. Inns, taverns, art galleries. Search every place. She has to eat and sleep somewhere, right? Tomorrow, I'll provide a portrait of Liu Chengying. Go find her for me.
Oh no. Boss seems to be addicted to being an official, determined to uncover everything.
But we originally came here to pass the time. If this keeps up, I might be more dead than alive.
I think she must be upset with Mr. Li, with nowhere to vent her energy. How about...
Boss, you haven't paid attention to Mr. Li for several days.
Aren't you afraid? He might get disheartened and fool around.
He's the one unreasonable after all. Boss, I know you're standing up for me, but he's just doing his duty. I'm not mad about it. There's no need for you to hold a grudge.
Since when did you become so forgiving?
Well, you can't neglect your man for too long.
You need to punish him. And then give him a sweet candy.
You've punished enough. Now give the candy.
Come on, boss.
Hurry up, go on.
Go, get out.
You got this, boss.
Go for it.
Get disheartened? Does he dare? Li Yi Chen. He better not be fooling around. Oh, Li Yi Chen, not only did you learn to fool around, but also to keep a mistress hidden.
Sir, come on.
Wife, why are you here?
Why can't I be here?
Let me explain.
I don't want to hear it! What? You want to marry Prince South? And you agreed?
This is the request Miss Liu proposed. I can only do my best to assist.
Brilliant. Truly bold and skillful. Why didn't I think of that? My blank sect worked for years on matchmaking. Why didn't I think to con a royal member? Miss Liu, you're quite the talent. Interested in joining blank sect?
Miss Liu, I've already relayed this to Prince South. Tomorrow night, I'll take you to his residence. Prepare yourself.
Thank you, sir. As long as I marry him, I will personally hand the list to Prince South.
Don't worry. Tomorrow, blank sect will escort you, ensuring your safety. Tonight, escort Miss Liu to the prince's residence. Everyone show your best skills.
Yes.
Boss, I won't participate in tonight's mission. I don't want to cause any misunderstanding.
Miss Minnie, we all trust you.
Yes. We all believe you're not a traitor.
Minnie? If he didn't trust you, he wouldn't have given us this responsibility. Don't take past misunderstandings to heart. Right? Mr. Li.
As long as Miss Minnie agrees to go. My wife has already lectured me. I was rash before.
But we still need to avoid suspicion. Go ahead with peace of mind. I'll have food and drinks ready to welcome you back. Minnie.
We'll count on you then.
Minnie.
It seems today, he is ordered to intentionally block me. Why are you here?
I was worried you might be bored alone, so I took leave from Mr. Li to stay and keep you company.
A meal without wine isn't complete. The moon is perfect tonight. How about you drink with me?
Drinking?
I've been here for a while now, thanks to you, for your careful care. Come, I'll down this cup as a toast. Come on, Zhao. Tonight we'll keep drinking until we drunk.
Until we drunk?
Another round.
Come!
Zhao. I know why you stayed today. Is it because you don't trust me either? And you stayed to keep an eye on me?
Of course I trust you. But I don't want anyone else to doubt you. Not even a little bit.
Zhao. You've been tricked. The real Liu Chengying was swapped by us long ago. Tonight, Let's see who you really are.
Let's go.
Where are they? They're gone.
Your Highness, Liu Chengying has been safely delivered.
So you are Liu Chengying.
Commoner Liu Chengying greets Prince Zhao.
Where is the list?
The list is with me.
Hand it over quickly. I'll grant you 1,000 taels of gold.
I told Mr. Li to inform your highness. On the day I am made princess consort, I will hand over the list.
Are you courting death? Daring to speak to me like that?
I do not care about my life. Do you not want the list either?
Since you're courting death, I'll grant your wish. No way I can't find the list on you.
Your Highness, do not act impulsively.
If you stop me again, I'll execute you too.
Your Highness, Miss Liu merely wants a title for her own safety. If the main consort cannot be promised, perhaps a concubine position. The matter of the list can be discussed, right? Earlier, luckily Prince South heeded my advice, first sending Miss Liu to the prince's mansion. Miss Liu is clever. She believes with her skills. There's no man she can't handle. Do you think they make a good match? They might just be a perfect match. What's wrong?
Wife, after you left the villa today, I couldn't stop worrying. Just thinking about it scares me. I really shouldn't have agreed to let you risk yourself. If the killer had been more ruthless, wouldn't it be...
Husband, you went to the prince's residence alone. Speaking of danger, weren't you in more danger? As for the assassin, someone helped them escape. I was so close to seeing their true face. You. Stop frowning. With Miss Liu sent to the prince's residence, isn't the matter at an end? Don't be so gloomy.
The killer hasn't shown up yet. I think things won't be that simple. Perhaps there will be more twists and turns.
Zhao, you're awake.
Did I wake you?
I drank too much last night. To return to my room. So I slept here beside you.
We spent the night together.
Zhao, I'll go make you some sober soup.
Minnie? Let's get married. This jade pendant was given to me by my mother. She said to give it to my future wife. Now, I'm giving it to you. I swear, I, Zhao Mingli, will love and protect you for life, no matter what happens. Or may I be struck by lightning and rot in hell.
Don't say that.
So you said yes. Then I'll go find Mr. Li now. I'll have him witness our marriage. Wait for me. I'll be right back. Last night, as you ordered, I kept an eye on Miss Minnie. She didn't leave, so her suspicion can be cleared.
But the assassin appeared again yesterday. I'm afraid she still can't be completely cleared.
It's not her. I can testify for her.
How can you testify for her?
We spent the night together. We didn't leave each other's side. Why can't I testify? I've proposed to her. I want to marry her.
She still hasn't been cleared of suspicion. Constable Zhao, we're both in law enforcement. How can you bend the law for personal reasons?
Sir, if the situation were reversed, and it was your wife being falsely accused, would you still be so impartial?
No matter what, I won't approve of this marriage. If you insist, you should resign now.
Subordinate Zhao Mingli, please officiate my wedding. Mr. Li. Subordinate Zhao Mingli, please officiate my wedding. Subordinate Zhao Mingli, please officiate my wedding. Mr. Li. Subordinate Zhao Mingli, please officiate my wedding. Subordinate Zhao Mingli. Mr. Li, please officiate my wedding. Sir, I understand. I'll take my leave.
After so many weddings, this is the first time I've been this nervous. Minnie, this time you're really getting married. You've been with me for so long. I don't have much to give you. This orchid hairpin, I had it made for you a while ago. It was meant for your wedding day. It means our sisterhood is stronger than gold. From now on, Minnie, you'll be a wife and a mother. You must take care of yourself. Boss, because of me, you've had a falling out with Mr. Li. No, it's not. Today is your wedding day. You should only think about your husband and the good life ahead. Minnie, what are you doing? Boss, you saved me from hell. And you gave me the skills to survive. I won't be by your side much anymore. This bow is my farewell to you.
Has Minnie arrived?
Yes, she's here.
She's so beautiful.
Indeed.
Minnie looks stunning today.
Yes, she's gorgeous.
Mr. Zhao, I'm entrusting Minnie to you. If she ever comes back to complain, saying you've mistreated her, I'll make sure you neither live nor die in peace.
Don't worry, madam. I won't give her that chance.
It's time for the ceremony. Let's not delay.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Let's wait a little longer. Perhaps Mr. Li is on his way.
Don't wait for him. Let's proceed with the ceremony.
But who will witness their marriage?
Yes, what should we do?
I will.
Boss, you're her family and the one giving her away. You can't be the witness.
That's right. It's against tradition.
So what do we do now? Where can we find a witness? What should we do? There's no way. It's bad luck to miss the auspicious time.
I'll do it.
Sir. Thank you for witnessing my marriage.
You have finally found the girl you love. I should be happy for you.
You don't suspect Minnie anymore.
The real culprit hasn't been caught yet. Minnie is still a suspect. But when you asked me if the roles were reversed, would I treat my wife the same, so ruthless? I couldn't answer. But I trust you. If one day, Minnie really is the culprit, I believe you, Constable Zhao, would arrest her with your own hands.
I believe in Minnie. She's definitely not the culprit. Sir, don't talk about this today. It's my wedding day. Let's drink until we drop.
Peach brew. Don't you break out in a rash when you drink too much of it. Should we drink something else?
How can we have food without wine? The moon is so bright tonight. Why not share a drink with me, Zhao? More, please. Dear, what's wrong?
You were by my side all night. You didn't leave even for a moment.
Why do you ask?
Tell me, Minnie! Did you leave last night? And went somewhere else to assassinate someone?
I didn't leave at all.
Why did you lie to me? Why? Peach brew. I break out in rashes when I drink too much of it. But last night I drank, and there wasn't a single rash. So I wasn't drunk. You drugged me. I didn't believe Mr. Li when he suspected you. Even if the whole world suspected you, I wouldn't. But why did you lie to me? Why did you use me?
Now you know everything. What will you do next?
I'm a constable of the Ministry of Justice. Capturing criminals is my duty.
At this point, I can't let you escape. Zhao, I know you'd give me your heart if you could. But I can't accept it. I shouldn't accept it. Dear, I'm sorry. Forget about me.
Minnie. Minnie.
Is Minnie the real culprit? Why would she take the list? And why would she harm the one she loves?
Because she's not the real Minnie Gu. She's Princess Ningxuang of Xinluo. I sent my guy to investigate in her hometown, and I received the report just now. The real Minnie Gu died while being pursued by enemies. The one we've been with all this time is the Princess of Xinluo, who took her identity and snuck into the capital.
She's been deceiving me all this time. But why? Why would she lie to me? I've always treated her as my closest sister, never guarded against her. It's my fault.
You treated her sincerely, even risked your life to save her. Where is the fault in that? The ones at fault are those who scheme and deceive, the ones who intentionally lie. I will bring her back personally and make her apologize to you.
Sir, Prince South sent word. Minister Luo is kneeling at the Prince South's residence pleading. You should go and check on it quickly.
Pleading? For what?
In order to force the Prince South's hand. Miss Lu made their engagement, so widely known,
It's become a difficult situation.
Your Highness, marrying a courtesan will disgrace the nation. It's absolutely unacceptable.
Minister Luo, please stand up.
Your Highness, if you don't send this woman away from the residence, I will never rise from this spot.
Kneeling for plea. You old geezers always using your age as an excuse. Do you think I really want to marry her? Can't you see I'm being forced into this?
Your Highness.
Li Yi Chen, get over here.
Your Highness.
Father, please stand up. Your knees aren't well.
So it was you all who manipulated the prince into doing something so ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
Your Highness, calm down.
Your Highness, listen to me. Your Highness.
Why can't the Prince South marry Liu? You have no reason to interfere.
Nonsense. She is a courtesan. How can she marry into the royal family?
Father, you abandoned my mother to marry a general's daughter. Because you thought mother's family wasn't good enough for your bright future.
Minister Luo, do not act out in front of the Prince South.
Luo Wan Wan. I brought you back to the residence so you could enjoy wealth and luxury. And now, you dare to point your finger at me and scold me?
Did you bring me back out of true affection? Or for some other motive? You know the answer yourself.
Fine. Very good. Get out. I don't have a rebellious daughter like you.
And I don't have a father like you who only seeks power.
Why did everyone leave?
Your Highness? Your Highness! Listen to me! Don't act impulsively.
If you love kneeling, then keep kneeling.
Your Highness! Your Highness! Your Highness! Your Highness!
Dear, don't be upset. Once this case is resolved, I'll go back to the Lord's residence with you.
I won't go. He doesn't recognize me as his daughter, and I don't recognize him as my father.
If you didn't want to recognize him, why did you personally sew knee pads? For your father?
Li Yi Chen, you were spying on me?
I wasn't. You've been so protective of those knee pads. It's hard not to notice. All right. It's normal for fathers and daughters to have disagreements. Don't take angry words too seriously.
Do you think I'm useless?
How could you be useless?
When father abandoned us, I thought I hated him. But when I saw him, I couldn't hate him at all.
You've longed for family your whole life. It's natural to feel that way. Even though your father made mistakes, he wouldn't have gone against the general and bring you back if he didn't care about you. By the way, dear, do you know why I'm so familiar with your daily habits? I visited your father before. He was stubborn, but if he hadn't given me some hints, I wouldn't know you so well. Now that the Prince South has agreed to marry Miss Liu tomorrow, everything will finally be settled.
Oh, almost forgot. Miss Liu asked me to pack some things for her.
Come on, let me help you. Dear, what is this?
These are night clothes.
Could the list really be on her?
It's a good thing Mr. Park was cautious, realizing that coming to the capital was a life or death situation. He came up with this brilliant strategy.
Minister Luo.
Greetings to Minister Luo.
Minister Luo. Minister Luo.
Minister Luo, someone help him.
Hurry!
Your Highness, I know where the list is.
Where is it?
Miss Liu has been using medicine to stop bleeding lately, and her nightclothes have bloodstains. This means the list is carved on her body.
Let's go find her.
Miss Liu.
Guards! Seal off the Prince South's residence immediately. Arrest the culprit!
Your Highness, the mansion gates are sealed, but the culprit hasn't been found.
If they're not in the mansion, search the entire city. If they're not in the city, search outside. I don't believe the culprit can escape under this tight net.
Yes.
Your Highness, I noticed that the west wing is closed. Who is inside?
Her father. Your father-in-law. He's old and fainted after kneeling for too long. He's resting inside.
Minister Luo?
Father. Are you asleep? Father, this morning, I was wrong about everything. I shouldn't have said I didn't recognize you as my father. I didn't mean to upset you. Since I returned to the residence, we haven't had the chance to talk. I only learned today that it was you who insisted on bringing me back. It was you who carefully noted everything about me, includes my habits, and told my husband. I've got the wrong idea about you. Please get some rest. Once everything is settled, I'll return to the residence to apologize to you. Then, we can talk for days and nights.
Your Highness?
Is everything settled?
Your Highness, the list was tattooed on the back of the courtesan, but I destroyed it.
Who knew Park Day had this trick up his sleeve? It's a good thing we prepared for this, or else we would have fallen into the hands of Ministry of Justice.
Our people in the court are now safe. Rest assured, Your Highness.
Where is the list?
Sweetheart? Baby girl!
Dear, take it easy.
Hurry! Hurry up, come on! Sweetheart!
Let's do it.
Who are you? Tell me! Who are you? Tell me!
Your Highness? Sorry, I was late in protecting you. Are you all right?
I have searched around. The list isn't on him.
The mandala needles will soon take effect. He'll tell the truth. Why is someone else coming?
Minister Luo, you should leave. I'll handle this.
Yes. Be careful, Your Highness. Your Highness, the Prince South has ordered the entire city to search for you. Have you thought of a way to escape?
I don't plan on escaping. Now that our people are safe in the court, if someone must take the blame, I, as the princess, will bear it. I deceived them. So this is my due punishment.
Your Highness, you must not. No matter what happens, I am willing to bear the consequences for you.
Minister Luo, you've done enough for me. To infiltrate the court, you endured humiliation, abandoned your wife and daughter, and married into the general's family. You've carried this burden for so many years. How much longer do you want Wan Wan to misunderstand you?
I have no regrets. Serving the court, but I owe Wan Wan.
Minister Luo, I've arranged a way out for you. Return to Xinluo as soon as possible.
Thank you, Your Highness. But Xinluo is now a distant and unfamiliar place to me. I'm old. I can't remember the way there, and I can't see the road home. I have nowhere to go. This is my letter to Wan Wan. Your Highness, I ask one thing of you. If trouble comes, please protect my daughter Wan Wan from harm.
The court records only mention Minister Luo after he married into the general's family, but no record before that. Why did he appear at the Prince South's residence and happen to faint?
Today is Father's birthday banquet. I made several new outfits. I specifically came to pick them up with you. This one is for everyday wear. This one is for attending banquets. This one is for colder weather, to be worn underneath.
You're so thoughtful. You've even prepared his seasonal clothes. Father-in-law must be deeply touched.
So much has happened recently. I don't want to argue with Father anymore.
Pleasant times are fleeting. Grand feasts don't last. This is the nature of life. As flowers fall, they will bloom again. As fates converge, they will part again. Don't be upset. Just follow your heart.
The knee pads are finished too. Come with me to the residence tonight. We'll attend Father's birthday banquet.
All right.
Madam, these skirts are also finished.
These clothes were originally made for Miss Liu, but she can't wear them now. In a few days, I'll burn these clothes for her. What a pity. She died in rags, without a single decent piece of clothing. Even her everyday garments were stained with blood.
If we had discovered the bloodstain sooner, the thief wouldn't have beaten us to it. Miss Liu had been using blood-stopping and energy-boosting medicine recently, which means the tattoo on her back was recent. And after being attacked several times, her clothes were stained with blood. So in this case, Wan Wan, where are Miss Liu's remaining garments? I knew it.
What did you find?
Nothing. By the way, I need to go out for a bit. Please wait for me at home. I'll come back later to take you to the residence.
You are here.
Today is your birthday. Why is there no one here to celebrate?
It's a good thing my son-in-law came to wish me a happy birthday, or else here would be quite deserted. What's the matter? Tell me.
Did you kill Park Day and Liu Chengying? Did you destroy the list of Xinluo spies?
Yes.
Please tell me, father-in-law, who exactly is on that list?
It's me.
Come on. Where has Yi Chen been? We'll miss the auspicious time. Father will blame me for being unfilial. Why is the residence so empty today? Could something have happened? Father. Father.
Dear. I know. You won't believe anything I say now. But this case involves too many people. I must investigate it thoroughly to clear the names of the innocent. But I truly didn't mean to harm father-in-law. When I saw the character Luo on Miss Lu's garment, I wanted to ask about it before his birthday. But I never expected that. To protect those on the list, he would rather die than betray them. Father-in-law, why did you do this?
The spy case implicates a lot. Only if the Ministry of Justice's Vice Minister kills the traitor. Only then will Wan Wan not be implicated by me, a criminal.
Wan Wan seeing you die by my sword, how can she bear it? How can I face her after this?
I didn't know Wan Wan would come. Fortunately, in her heart, I was never a good father. With time, she will forget me. Yi Chen
Sir, something's wrong. Madam has left the Ministry of Justice. Should I go after her?
No.
Yes.
I thought I could protect you all forever. I didn't expect things to change so quickly. Boss. Princess Xinluo. Don't call me boss. This is definitely not a compliment. Boss, I was wrong. I'm here to apologize. If you want to atone, then atone with your life. If it weren't for you, my father wouldn't be dead, and I wouldn't be in this situation. This orchid hairpin. I had it made for you a while ago. It was meant for your wedding day. It means our sisterhood is stronger than gold. You're the ones who kill, and you're the ones who ruin lives. In the end, you all use death to force my hand. Boss, get out. Go away. The bond between us as sisters is broken. Boss, go. This was left for you by Minister Luo. He wanted you to live your life.
Wan Wan, I've made many mistakes in my life. I don't seek forgiveness. But I want you to know, in my heart, I've always loved you, cared for you, and couldn't stop worrying about you. But now, seeing Li Yi Chen, seeing how deeply he cares for you, I know this time, I finally did the right thing. Now I can rest easy and let go. Wan Wan, Wan Wan? The road ahead, you must walk it alone. Promise me, from now on, you'll take good care of yourself. My journey has come to an end. I have no more choices. But you do. You can choose the path you want to take. The path you believe is right. Good girl.
This has nothing to do with Luo Wan Wan. I don't want to involve others.
Your Highness, Prince South has sent spies to Shinluo to gather information. I guess he must have further plans. He must be eliminated, otherwise he'll be our threat.
We can deal with Prince South ourselves. There's no need to drag others into this.
Prince South's manor is heavily guarded, and he has strong secret guards. The sacrificial ceremony is our only chance. Now that Minister Luo's plan has failed, the only one who knows the proper rites and procedures is the minister's daughter.
I said no, and that's final. Assassinating Prince South is a mission of life and death. Luo Wan Wan is not one of us. She doesn't need to be part of this plan or take this risk with us.
Your Highness, please reconsider. Please reconsider.
All of you.
I'm willing to join you.
Boss.
My father died because of the Ministry of Justice, and the Luo mansion has been confiscated. I can no longer stay out of this.
Boss, this is too dangerous. I promised Minister Luo I would keep you safe.
Your Highness, the capital is in turmoil, and Prince South plans to capture everyone involved. How can you protect me? I'll contact my father's subordinates and find out the secure plan. You should contact Shinluo allies within the court. When the day comes, we'll coordinate from inside and outside to ensure our success. This mission must be won, not lost. As the autumn leaves fall, it's time for this matter to end.
Sir.
Zhao. How's your recovery?
I'm much better now.
Do you have something to say?
Sir, I acted on my emotions and shielded a criminal. Please punish me.
Stand up. We are all human. We can't be without feelings. This isn't your fault.
Sir, what should we do next? Minnie Gu must have fled back to Shinluo. Should I go and bring her back?
Tomorrow, Prince South will attend the ceremony on behalf of the Emperor. Once the ceremony is over, we may have our answer.
His Highness Prince South has arrived. The sacrificial ceremony begins. Please, Your Highness, offer incense and prayers. First, for favorable weather and abundant harvests. Second, for peace and prosperity in the nation. Offer incense. Offer wine and blessings.
It's you.
Your Highness, it's been too long.
Don't move.
It seems you both came well prepared.
Shinlo Death Warriors have been hiding in the court for a long time. We never intended to oppose you, but you keep coming after us and want to destroy us all. We have no choice but to fight to the death.
Since we're all going to die, why don't you tell me? How many people did Shinlo send? Who are your supporters in the court? And who's been protecting you?
At this point, what's the use of knowing the answer?
I'm not concerned, but I worry that if you don't tell me now, you won't have another chance.
Don't move.
Boss, you go first.
Don't move.
Go quickly, Minnie. It's time to end this. Prince South is in danger during the sacrificial ceremony. Boss, I should have known what choice you'd made. I wouldn't blame you. It was my fault. For deceiving those closest to me. It really hurts to betray the ones you love.
I'm willing to surrender and accept whatever punishment His Highness decides. But I ask you to spare these Shinlo Death Warriors. I, Ning Shuang, I'm willing to die to atone for my sins.
Minnie, don't!
Your Highness, when we planned this, you promised to spare Minnie.
Rest assured, Wan Wan. His Highness always keeps his word. If he made a promise, he'll fulfill it.
Mr. Li, stop trying to outsmart me with your words. It won't work on me. However, I can spare her life. And I can also release all the Shinlo Death Warriors here today. Only if the princess lists the names of the spies on the list, one by one. Princess, it's time for you to make a choice. Life or death.
Minnie.
Minnie, Prince South wants cooperation. He won't go to extremes. No matter what, you must survive.
Your Highness, don't tell him.
Enough!
Minnie!
Don't! Your Highness, are you serious about it? No.
Princess, have you still not made up your mind? My patience is limited.
Your Highness, see you in the next life.
No! No! No!
Minnie.
Princess, have you made up your mind yet? My patience is limited.
Your Highness, see you in the next life.
No.
Minnie.
No! No! Minnie. I'm sorry. I didn't know it would turn out like this. I didn't want you to die. I didn't want you to follow in my father's footsteps. I thought this was the only way to save you. This was the only solution. I'm sorry. Boss. I know. You are my closest and loved one. Even if I don't agree with some choices, please forgive me.
Princess, you still refuse to tell?
As the Princess of Xinluo, I will never comply.
Fine. Very well then.
If we die, we die together.
Issue an edict from Prince South. Xinluo traitors are plotting rebellion. The Deputy Minister of Justice Li Yi Chen and his wife died heroically protecting the prince and bravely fighting the enemy. They were tragically killed in action.
Dear. Dear.
Yi Chen. Where are we? Are we dead?
We are in the blank sect.
Blank sect? We're not dead? What's going on? Why did Prince South try to kill us, but then let us go? Where's Minnie? Minnie.
Since we're all fine, could it mean that Minnie is also alive?
I suspect that His Highness tried to kill us, because the matter with Park Day could be used against him and become an obstacle to his reign. The safest way was to kill us. But he spared us. Maybe a sense of humanity remains in his heart. As for Minnie, Ming, where do you plan to go?
I've decided to stay in the capital and search for news of Minnie. Without a body, I refuse to believe she's gone.
Be careful. Don't let the Prince South suspect anything.
Thank you, sir.
Don't call me sir anymore. The deputy minister is dead. Now I am just a common man. Li Yi Chen. From now on, we are brothers. Come on.
Take care, Yi Chen. Take care, madam.
此间江湖多纷扰，斗身藏付之一笑，替身策
Dear,
空留背影萧萧。
so where do we go?
I want to go to Jinluo. I have a feeling things aren't that simple.
Wherever you go, I'll go with you.
树枝笑，山高水迢，不尽你围绕。春花秋月知多少？此生为你折腰，一心执手，江湖逍遥，出尔复正道，备战见识。